toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Holds it in on the left. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Dances away to buy time. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Durham. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming the...
He tries to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Guys, we talk about games that just somehow get away from you. I don't think there was a better example last year than that classic between LSU and South Carolina, in which the Gamecocks did every single thing except finish.
Well, they got out to an early start, but they didn't get a lot of help from the referees, that's for sure. There were some very questionable calls in that game. At the end of the day, though, good teams find ways to win games. Garrett Nussmeier and LSU pulled it out.
They did find a way to pull it out, but how about what this game could have meant for South Carolina? Like, they could have been in the college football playoff, and you talk about the refs, they were awful. I mean, the INT returned to the house, but we accidentally touched the quarterback or breathed on him. Some bad breaks, and South Carolina is not forgetting it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires and picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's caught. It's Durham. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it, the The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground and try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great.
Looking for more room. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They go right back to it. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes the catch right at the 50. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played 1 before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the ground, it's Durham. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. LSU right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving right here.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Past the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone. Breaks into the open. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. LSU quick to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll set up to throw. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this 1st half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Buys a little extra time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Well, jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Off the boot, looking for his man. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive, with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Floating away. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. It's the crease. The tap. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside. Opportunity to take off running with that.
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Harvard. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be...
There he goes. stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give on the inside. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They're going back to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll try the right side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
So now it's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. A nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll move the tight end. He'll try the left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
Timeout, LSU.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around,
Turning it on. Touchdown Gamecocks. They move on top here in the 4th.
And And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws and just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Going to the run, it's Durham. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll park it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Using his legs to buy some time. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. That's caught, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and
it's caught inside the 20.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
They'll use their running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Then they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but now before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
Snap from the gun on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Harbor. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, South Carolina.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, LSU.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.